Look at that! We're back at the river. You can guess which river it is. Yeah, you're right, it's the River Humber. But this is my closest spot to fish. It's about 50 minutes to get here, I've said before, and that's still quite a trek, 50 minutes on our road. So I've come here. Another time I'll go to the beach, but today I'm at the river. I'm in Bay 28. There is nobody yet again on the riverbank. Nobody on the bank at all. Well, it's not a bank, there's a driving road and then you got all the bays. So I'm in Bay 28. It's a 7.2 metre tide today. High tide is at 7:40. There's low pressure, which I think is what's keeping them fish away. I don't think they like low pressure, but we'll see tonight. Yes, we're going to try for cod again, but on the other rod I'm putting small hooks on because I need to catch a fish. There's got to be a fish out there, even in this cold and low pressure overcast day. So it's good weather for fishing, not good weather for standing in without a coat on. It keeps raining a little bit, but that's the way it is, isn't it? It's called an English winter. Pretty much like an English summer. So, ding dong. Didn't have a bad drive here, apart from a bloody tractor that won't get out of the way. And a couple of in cars. But there you get them, don't you? But overall, not a bad drive. Bit of mist. Got a bit of mist. Oh no, it's a bit of smoke. I would say in about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour I'll be able to cast out. Forgotten my bloody towels, so I've got nothing to wipe my hands on. I have got some blue hand wipe, so I'll have to use that. Ain't gonna go far, is it? Fishing me rods for the river. And I've got some right, I'll stick this one with a we'll stick a rig on there for a cod. I'll use a pulley pennel. I'll use a 3-0 now, not a 4-0, because if there's any cod out there, they aren't going to be exactly huge, are they? Oh, I've got a cod rig here, I'll use that. I'll make a change with it. Put that there. Wait. Cups. So Christ, he's riding a jalopy. So we're at the river. I left it to the last minute to come. I didn't know whether to come or not. This is probably the only day that's going to be good weather, and it's spitting a little bit, but it's not too much wind. There's a little bit of a gust every now and then. Tide's coming up, and it's a good tide. Tonight's 7.2. I think tomorrow's 7.1, and then it goes down to, I think it goes down to 6 metres. So tonight's the night to fish. Yeah, so I've had a couple of people say to me, get to the beach, you might catch a fish there, and yeah, I might catch a fish if they're in front of you. That's the only time you do catch is when they're in front of you. And I shall be going to the beach. I've got well, by the time you watch this, there'll be another beach video uploaded. But if the weather's not right, which has been a bit miserable, it's sleeted today and rained, it's quite easy just to come here. This is my main fishing place, to be honest, but as I go around the country going on holiday with the wife, I should be fishing in different places, different areas. On the beach, on the pier, bit of lure fishing probably. Not that keen on lure fishing, but it's alright. I've never caught anything on a lure. Well, I've never caught anything on a hook. Well, I have caught on a hook, but not lately. So I will be fishing other places. I don't want it to become, this is the only place that I fish, and it becomes boring for those that watch it. I'm not saying it ain't boring, but sometimes you can't always afford to travel all the way to the beach, because for the beach for me it's probably another hour and 20, well, it's an hour and 20 minutes. So 50 minutes to air, or an hour and 20. Sometimes you've got to go to the closest place, haven't you? So I'll certainly mix it up. It'll certainly be mixed up, and I will be fishing other places. I mean, if you look at my films at the minute, my videos at the minute, I've certainly fished all around. So whenever I go anywhere, I'll take a rod and fish it. So I'd also like to thank everybody for subscribing. A few days ago, the subscribers never went up, and I was getting a bit, oh bloody hell, what's happening here? I haven't had a subscription for like 4 or 5 days, and on Sunday it's gone from 222 I was stuck on, up to, when I last checked, 251. Video at Silcroft was from Sunday to now has had 4,000 views on the Silcroft at Christmas. So brilliant. So through all them views, I've gained quite a few subscribers. So thank you to all my subscribers, which I was saying before I started rattling on about that. So thanks to my subscribers, it means a lot, and I'm quite chuffed that people actually want to watch this. Hit the like button or dislike, you know, it's all good. And can you share these videos on Facebook or whatever you do with sharing? But I do believe if you share it, it gets out to more people and they might like it and they might subscribe, so that's the main thing. So please, if you want to and if you'd like to, please share these videos around. It's a bit nippy. I've purchased, if you didn't understand that, I've bought some sea glow beads. Because I think these sea glow beads, all moon glow, but I've bought sea glow. The chap that make these beads, Michael Sea Angling, I think it is, on YouTube. I enjoy watching his videos. He's mates with Fish Hunter, and I just decided to buy his beads.
Okay.
Why not help somebody out? I mean, I watch his videos. I'm sure by buying these beads off him, that's going to help him out, isn't it? He's obviously starting a business up. Let's hope it does well for him. So, I don't know if these sea glow beads glow any more than moon glow. I don't know. But what I do know is that he actually does videos on YouTube. He takes his time to show you what these are. He makes them himself, so why not? The one thing with it is, I've just noticed, is that I reckon that might fly up the line. We'll try it first. If it does, I shall just tie a little stop knot on behind it just to keep it down. But that's going to have small baits on it. I don't know what the tide's going to be like. I'll try a 6-ounce weight to start. Very fresh. Well, that's me set up. I just got a bait up. Probably weigh, water's at the wall already. So with the water being at the wall, you're not far off casting now. Bloody wind's picked up. Bloody wind. Right, bait. I ain't mooned yet, have I? Apart from the bloody tractor that won't get out of the way, and a couple of in cars. But there, you get them, don't you? Now the bloody bait is still frozen. Bloody hell. Well, I've got bait. Well, I've got bluey, black lug, squid, and razor clam, or razor fish, or razor whatever, and I got some more black lug, so they can defrost. Well, I'm going to end it there for now. Rods are up, lines are on, rigs are on. Got to get a couple more rigs out, let that bait defrost, get baited up. Not expecting any cod, because I've been trying for cod since November. Haven't had one yet, so we'll try for a cod anyhow. We'll also try for small fish, probably get a flounder or something. Probably end up catching that on as the tide starts to ebb. But I'm sure I'll find something to moon about, because that's my life. Alright, see you in a bit. So we've got a 2-hook flapper here that's clipped down. Now you've got to remember, nothing's defrosted. Mind you, that is. Look at these, look. Look at them. Look, that's a worm. Yeah, that one's a little bit better. That bends from there, look. That one's alright, look, that bends from there. So it's I never get the best of bait, but that's all I've got to work with. So look at that. I can use this one. That's hard there. I'll just wind them all up, the hard ones, together. Yeah, look at the state of that. That's hard. Ain't doing my knife any good, is it? Right. So it's just a single hook, 2-hook flapper. Where's the soft bit there? I bought these baits from the shop. I've said this many times before. I tend to repeat myself, but that's just the way it is. But I bought these baits from my local bait shop, and that's just what you get. You don't know until you defrost them, do you? And then it's too bloody late. Take all the gubbins out, and it's back down. Squid on that. Next hook, lugworm, that's the softest bit. And it goes hard. So we'll take that out of there and we'll then just do that malarkey. I need to get a bit more organised and have some bait delivered to the house from Hooker's Baits, I reckon. We'll try them. And that goes on the imp. Grab hold of that. Cascade swivel. That is going to be a problem, isn't it? There you go. That's baited up. The line's actually holding bottom. All I'm doing is tying some power gum on them sea glow beads because I think they're going to shoot up the line. the last few times I've come here, I've had some knots in my main line. It's probably on the last video. I mean, if anybody's got any ideas, if you can see that knot, if Tom puts it in on the video, then give me a shout. It could be a case that the weight is rolling down with the tide, because sometimes you'll cast out there and then it goes right round. So it could be rolling around, getting tangled up. Could be tangled around something like a rock or something, but I never get snagged, touch wood. So I don't know if it's that, whether it gets snagged further up the line or caught on some seaweed, I don't know, and then it's loose behind that, but I've got it tight to the rod, to the seaweed, if you know what I mean. So, or whether it's a wind knot, whatever a wind knot is, I don't know. I don't know if you can see that froth in that water there. You might see a line just about air going along and down, but there's seagulls all in it as well. And I don't know if somebody's dropped something in the water. It's frothy. But yeah, 5:10. Like I said, high tide is at 7:40. 5:10 now. I'm going to have to reel that line in. Look, it's not holding bottom. I'm going to have to put another 8-ounce weight on it. Trouble is, with 8-ounce weight you don't get out so far. So yeah, you can see this one, this line here, which is now directly out from the bay here, it's now gone to the left, was over here. And this line here going down, I cast out over here, so it's just moved, so I'm gonna have to reel it in. Trouble is, it's just covered the seaweed now, but it's still floating, and it's gonna come in straight across here, so it might get snagged. Don't want it to get snagged, but it might do. Let's reel it in, see what happens. When I get near the wall, I'll flick it up. Lobbing it out, I ain't doing anything fancy, it's just getting lobbed out. Don't need to get out far, sometimes you only got to cast 30-40 yards out. But I wouldn't say that because I haven't caught anything for about the last 6 trips. That looked exciting then, but I don't think it was a fish. The only problem with the river, here I go, I'm starting to moan, but it's not a good moan. The only problem with the river is the tide, how fast it comes in and drags everything. Right, I was just recording, talking into the camera, and obviously I weren't recording. I've got two 8-man cameras. They're both good cameras for the money you pay. Well, no, they're just two good cameras. They are good cameras. But this one, which is the AP77, every time I go to press record, either I'm a dummy or the camera's hard work. Because the other one, which is an AP99, I press record on that and it records. It's just not a problem. But this bloody camera, the AP77, if it's a camera I mess about with and a camera I think I'm recording and I aren't recording, it's this bloody camera. So here I am, been there, travelled there, everything all lovely and rosy and calm, and now the camera's gone and wound me up. But there. And make sure you leave this in, Tom, because 8-man for the AP77 need to bloody know what this camera's like. Unless it's my fat fingers, I don't know, but there. Anyhow, here we are on the Humber. It's like a mill pond. Absolutely still as a daisy it is. Boat coming in. A few seagulls about as well, which is nice. You can hear them cawing away. Just watch these rods for a little bit. There's either a bit of tidal pull on the left hand rod or something's checking it out. That is. There's either something on that or it's stuck in the weed. Or there's a load of weed around it. Look at that! I've got a cod! Look at that! One little fat codlin. What a little booty. Do you see him? Got his mouth open. Let's just check that's filming. Look at that, isn't he a booty? Got his dorsal fin up. Little tiny booty. Right in that mouth there, look. We've caught a cod. We've caught a... Well, it's not a cod, it's codlin. Oh, let's get him back quick. not all. That's not all. No. We've got. Bloody hell. Look at that. Perfectly hooked. We've got ourselves a little dab. Look at him. Isn't he booty? Little tiny dab. We'll put the cod away and we'll put the little dab back. He ain't very big. Look, there's my hand. Yeah. What a little booty. Well, where's that water? Closer here. He's gone. I don't know if you're picking that up. So, what I've caught now, I've caught my first codlin. Turn that off. Calm down now. Let me turn that down a little. This bloody camera, I just went to click on the thing and it, that's loose. Yeah, never mind, I'll get the other camera out. This one can just be for... Anyhow, what a result. I kept watching that tip thinking, is that something on there? Just little tiny knocks it was. And I pulled it in and the rod was heavy as anything. Well, I probably said it was heavy as arseholes. So, brilliant. I haven't had a blank. I've actually caught a codlin, little tiny fat bugger he was, and a small little dab. So we've done it. We've been in search for cod for many months now, and here we are. Now I've caught my first little codlin. Brilliant. We've weed all round the way, so I was in some sort of bed. That's. Hey, I wonder if it's because of the sea glow bead. That was on the 2-hook flapper as well. So let me just show you this. So what I've got on there is the rig that I tied in my garage. The video should be up for that before you see this. But it's a 2-hook flapper, genie rig clip there. It's on a SRT spring. But here is the spoon with holes drilled in and a sea glow bead, because sea glow beads are brilliant. 2 bits of black lug, bit of squid on a cascade clip, and then down there I've got another spoon. And the idea of that spoon is so if I get a flat fish, hopefully it won't get deep hooked. And that's the idea. We're going to try it. Now that other rig that I just had on with that I caught the little codlin on and flatfish, that had sea glow beads on it. Now I've exactly the same bait as I've been using every trip I've been on. Every trip I've been using the same bait, obviously the same type of bait, all frozen. The only difference I've had tonight is I've had a sea glow bead on. Now I'm not saying they're fantastic, but obviously they are a glowing attractor for fish. But it could just be a case also that there's fish in front of me. But let's get this out. I'm spending too much time. I'm still too excited that I've caught bloody fish. Can't believe it. That clipping you just heard was the seaweed going through my ring. I don't know if you've watched Fishu Shore Angling, but he's been doing he's tried some rigs where he put some bigger hooks on to try and stop little flatfish from deep hooking themselves. So my take on it was to put a spoon on top, which I've just shown you. You'll also see a rig tying where I show how I make it. It's just to see if it works. to see whether it stops the little flatfish from being deep hooked. I talked to Billy about it on from Fish Who's Shore Angling, and he said give it a go. He didn't know that it would work because he thinks on a pompey rig or whatever sort of rig that is, that it'll blow around a lot and you'll lose distance. But I've got it on a 2-hook flapper, and it's obviously it's not flapping because it's clicked down on an SRT spring. So it's just hopefully that the fish will be able to swallow the bait, the hook, get hooked, and its mouth being only small won't be able to engulf it down, because the spoon should stop it. Yeah, I've got a stop nut on behind the spoon as well, so that the spoon won't shoot up. So all should be alright, but we'll see out when I bring the rig in whether it actually works. Hopefully it do, because I hate deep hooking small fish, and sometimes you can get the hook out but other times you can't, and it's not good to see a little fish die when it should get a lot bigger and have a bit of another life. So we're not here to catch fish and kill them all, we're here to catch them and release. And if you get a big one that's going to be a meal, and I don't mean a fish that's in size, I mean one that's a good size to have a meal, yeah, take them and eat it. That's what it's for, that's what it's all about. But we'll see what this rig's like. Yeah, so basically I'm just trying this rig out. I've tied 2 or 3 of them. I've got some with silver spoons which I've sprayed because I couldn't find any chrome ones, and I've got chrome ones as well, but I'm trying this one tonight. We'll try the chrome ones another night. Small hooks, it's just so that the fish can take the bait, take the hook, and hopefully not engulf the hook all the way down into its guts, because like I was saying, I don't know if it got caught on camera or not, but like I was saying, there's nothing worse than a tiny small fish ending its days because you can't get the hook out, and you can't always get the hook out. So I'll set this up now. And it's fantastic, isn't it, eh? Caught a fish, caught 2 on 1 rod. I'm gonna have to reel this one in, and what I'll do is I'll sort that rig out because it's twisted. I'll sort the rig out and then bait it up, chuck it out. Little codlin and a dab, all on a 2-hook flapper. Best rig in the world. No action on the rod tips as of yet. We're, as you've seen, I got a little excited. I'm still excited now, really. That's why I'm talking about it. If I do go on, you must know by now that I go on. But at least I've got something to go on about. At least I ain't rattling on mooning now. I've had a moon about that other bloody camera. This is the AP99, the 8-man 99. So I'll get on better with this one. So anyhow, there's nothing happening on the rod at the minute. I've got black lug and squid out there on 2 flabbers. Be nice to see a definite bite. You see them fish that I had on there could have been out there a little while, and whatever fish were around could have passed on and I missed it. But there, you can't worry about that. I've caught a fish, haven't I? I haven't been catching many fish at all. Reels are alright, rods are alright. It's absolutely beautiful. I've said it before, I'm saying it now again. There is no wind, and the water, still as anything. So perfect conditions, apart from it's very cold because there's no cloud cover, so whatever warmth in the day is just getting sucked out into the stars, and my toes are going numb, so I just keep wiggling them about in my boots, try and keep them warm. Here's me baits. Gonna put the black lug on here with some squid next. I've got bluey squid, and we'll just mix it up. Just going small baits, got small 1/0 hooks on. So the 2 flappers I've got out at the minute, which they clip down, they've got 1/0 ultra point hooks on. I cut all my rigs up and put all my rig components back in storage, into my storage compartments, and I made some new rigs up. Obviously the rig that I've shown you with the spoons on, just to see what happened. It'll be interesting. And I've tied some ordinary flapper hooks. Now that's interesting, because down there, these, right, we'll leave it like this tonight. I've got new sea glow beads on this cod rig here, or this pulley panel. No sea glow, but I've got sea glow beads on these. So, not saying they catch the fish, I'm not saying that at all. But if there's any fish around my bait, out there, obviously it's going to be another attractant. It's going to attract them, isn't it? So, we'll wait and see. The only thing is, the sea glow beads have only been charged up while I was baiting it up with the light on. I haven't actually charged them up. But fish's eyes are better than our eyes. Well, at least if I get a bite, I should be able to see it. I've never had a still night like this since summer. Even in summer it was windy. Well, I think at this moment in time, I've got 257 subscribers. I've just checked YouTube, and one of my, excuse me, one of my videos has gone through the roof for me. I wouldn't say it's a huge, not compared to others, but I've got 5,100 views on my video at Silcroft. Can't believe it. Somebody must have shared that video somewhere for it to have got so many views. I mean, my views are either mid to high hundreds, but I've got quite a few videos now over 1,000 views, and I've got one video at 2,500 views. So I've got a few videos that are good high views for me. Anyhow, I'm well chuffed. And then this afternoon I clicked on one of my videos. I just clicked on to have a look at them, And I got 5,100 views on one video. Silcroft at Christmas time it was. Can't believe it. So anyhow, thanks for there's nothing going on with them rods, is there, at the minute? So thanks for viewing my videos, and thanks to all you that have subscribed, all 257 of you at the minute. By the time this video go up, hopefully I'll have a few more. But it's fantastic. So and I know I've already thanked you for subscribing and stuff, but it's brilliant. I can't believe it. So if all those that have subscribed or view it and they think it's alright, just share the video please, because I believe that's what gets you more views, and obviously it goes further afield, and there might be more people that never see who I am, my channel, what my channel is, and they might subscribe. So thanks a lot, thumbs up, and don't forget to ding-a-ling that bell. Let's see if I can cast it out in the right bloody direction this time. The weed seems to have gone away. That was better. In the right place now. Sorry about that. Yeah, on that last, I've swapped cameras now. Seem to be struggling with that other camera. This one, you press, seems though there's a delay from when you press the button, and when you're rushing about fishing, you don't sometimes check that it's recording, and I should do. bluey and squid on the penny puller. You know, when that codlin and the dab was on, I reckon that was when the fish were rare. And with filming and stuff, it's right what Graham Pullen always say, the amount of boats fish you possibly miss. Now I don't know if I've missed any, that might have been all I've possibly had, but you just saw me charge them sea glow beads up then. Just with me head torch. There's no need to buy a UV light. The head torch, if you put it on maximum brightness, charges them up for about 20 minutes, if not half an hour. This is probably the first time I've charged them up properly tonight. There was nothing wrong with the baits on the hooks, but when I cast that out just then, when I just charged them sea glow beads up, I could see the rig going all the way out and into the water. You could just see two glowing specks going into the water. Absolutely brilliant. be 10 minutes picking this off. But see that weed there? Goes there, there, there. It's got my weight out, but it's like wool or felt or lots of little hairs. It's terrible. I had this in Norfolk once, and it was unfishable. I had to keep moving. I ended up in Galston in the end. Started off at Salt House. Ended up at Galston fishing in the harbour, just to escape the weed. So I've driven nearly the full length of the county, and ended up back at Salt House. Let's turn these lights off and let's see, and this one off. Let's take that down. Run that down there. Turn that off. Right. What does that look like? There. That's how much lights. That's how much my these lights here. I've got that one there, and I've got that one there in the back of the van, and I have this one up top, my Makita, and that lights up. So all you've got now lighting up is the filtered light, but I want to see if these beads. So what I'm doing is I've turned all the lights off. I charged these sea glow beads up, and I've been out fishing and I've reeled in. You've seen me dump them on the side, and you're now I'm going to turn this light off so you can probably see if they're glowing. Well, that's one. That's the other. So this is, you got to remember, I can see it with my eyes. And what you got to remember is that there it is, there and there. So it's still glowing. I think they're pretty good. I mean, fish's eyes must be able to see a lot more than what our eyes can. So I would like to think that they're a good purchase. Let me just charge it up. So I'm charging that up. You've all seen this before. Everyone used UV lights, but I tried it in my garage with my UV light, and this probably charges it up better than my UV light, to be honest. Everyone's got their own opinion, but I went back in my garage half hour later and they were still glowing. They were glowing a lot stronger than when they were charged up my UV light. So there you go. Turn the light off. There you go. And when you cast that out, then when you cast that out, you can actually see it. Well, I don't think there's going to be a lot more. It's 9 o'clock and nothing's really happening with the rod now. It all seems to have gone right quiet. It's been a beautiful night. Boat has just gone past and created a load of waves. It's going over there. You can't, there's no point me showing you. It's going quite quick as well. So the only time there's been any waves tonight is when the boat's gone past, and the boat's quite a way away. So we've had one small codlin, who's a little fat bugger, and we've had a small tiny dab, all on the same rig, on the 2-hook flapper, and that was it. I could have missed some bites but not seeing them because I was doing the camera, but I don't think I did, because I've got all new hooks on, and I think if anything was to attack them baits, with the baits being so small as well, they would get hooked up on them. So 2 fish tonight, that's fantastic, because I think I've had 6 trips out with no fish. So we finally found the codlin. That's that quest done. Next quest will be just to try and catch some more fish, I think. We'll not set any hard tasks. Let's just catch some fish and try and get it a bit more regular. I have in the past 6 episodes been battling against the wind and weather and stuff, so it has been hard to see rattles on your rod, but if you've got a nice bait and a good sharp hook, then fish should hook itself. So I'm going to call it now. I ain't going to be fishing for much longer. I will be reeling this in. I have got 2 bits of bait left to hook on if I want to. So if I do catch another fish, I will bring you back. I would like to say yet again, for all those that have made it to the end, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please stay subscribed. Don't unsubscribe. That's not good. But thank you for subscribing. I think I'm at 258 now. It's going up while I'm fishing. It's unbelievable. Ring that ding-a-ling for notifications. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I ain't bothered. Well, I prefer a thumbs up. And please comment. I get a few comments. It's always alright when I eventually answer, because I forget to check or whatever, but there you go. It's been a great night on the river. It's fishing in luxury, really, fishing out the back of your van. You got lights, you can see everything, you've got your cooker in there. It's spot on being able to fish here on this Immingham side of the river. It's been a fantastic night. If I catch something else, I'll bring you back and show you my fish. If I catch a fish, you never know. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up and comment. Thanks a lot. See you later. Not too much mooning tonight, is there? Hey, apart from that bloody camera. So That's it. Tom, I don't know what else to say, mate. I'm just waffling on now.